everyone. I hope you dropped your Twitch Prime because we actually had Tori drop her Twitch Prime during this commercial. Can you believe it? That's how you know advertisement works. She also followed right before the show began. I feel like we established some rapport before that. That should have led to this previously happening, but you know, it is what it is. Regardless, everyone, put your hands together for a content creator, my new friend who has previously made fun of me when we met in person, but give it up for Tori Pareno!
Oh my god, that introduction was so perfect. Yeah, thank you for having me on here, Los. I appreciate it, man. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for this.
I'm excited. We got you in the studio. Greatly appreciated it. So I gotta say, you've had a pretty long day. You gotta do a long haul because you front load the content, right? You started streaming. What was it, like 8, 9 in the morning today?
I did. I started at 9 because I was streaming super late, like 4 p.m. But my parents want to eat dinner, so I'm just like, okay, I gotta compensate for that. I gotta stream early, but then I gotta wake up early. But then I also wake up at 11 a.m. So I gotta just get my morning routine together. And so I was just like, today is that day I'm gonna get my life together. So that was today. You got me on the day I decided to get my life together, actually.
Wow, you know, that's what Late Night with Los is all about. It's about helping people, seeing the greatness that is within them, and then drawing it out, and then pushing that energy into the ether, and then giving you cosmic advantage. And we call it the Late Night with Los leverage. That in most cases, anyone who appears on the show will then later go on to do great things. Now, we do have an in memoriam, a graveyard of people who quit being content creators after they came on here. I don't think there's a correlation. I think it's just like life happened, you know? I don't think it's me.
Yeah. I plan on sticking to content creation for a long time, even though I just took a break like all of June. But you know, that doesn't mean anything.
Okay,
So.
well, why don't we talk about that? So this is the return of Tori.
Yeah.
The Retorian. Nope, that was garbage. All right, the return.
That's a lot better in your head, huh?
The Retorny. No, that's stupid.
The Retori. Okay, close enough. Yeah. What about that though? What would you like to know about that?
So first of all, why'd you begin a break, and why'd you come back? Well, what were you doing during that break?
I was actually studying. I can talk about it now because it didn't happen. But
I'm sorry
I was studying
for your loss, or I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like good and bad in a way, right? I can't go too deep into it, but I was actually studying to do insurance in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was actually taking classes to get my license and to work at an office over there. That part I won't go too deep into. But yeah, long story short though, it didn't work out because someone went crazy. So I'm here.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
we're hoping that the person going crazy tonight is gonna be you. That's what I'm hoping for.
I don't want to be as crazy as them.
Okay,
Actually.
no, we don't,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll stick to Tori crazy, not jail crazy. You know?
Oh, jail crazy.
Yeah, illegal crazy. You know,
Okay.
Okay, anyways, that's all.
Listen, I mean, here in Late Night with Los, you're doing time, but it's only like 50 minutes, so you know,
Yeah.
that's not something we want to do. I mean, insurance sales. How exactly did you get that idea, get that in your head?
So it was actually one of my friends that offered the opportunity to me, right? And during this moment was when I was just like, I don't think streaming's for me. I don't think content creating's for me. I don't think it's just like, I don't, like, you know, I've done it for 6 years. I think I should just give up on that dream of what younger Tori wanted and just hit reality. You know what I mean? Just like face reality, get a job, and just like, you know, take
No, you
care
can't
of
do
my
that.
responsibilities and everything. Because I own a house, and so I got to make sure I take care of that. You know, like as much as I want to have fun and you know stream and content create during that time, I was just like, I got to figure out how to pay all the bills. You know, because when stuff didn't like work out in the past, I gotta make sure it works out now. You know, it's kind of like me making sure I I don't know, like I want to make sure I take care of the things I have now and not make more mistakes. Even though I'm in my early 20s, I can make mistakes, but I want to make less mistakes, you know? So,
Yeah, you're really young, right? You're 23,
Hmm.
24?
I'm 23. I just turned 23 this last month actually.
Happy not birthday, but
Thank
yeah, all
you.
right.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
not thank you.
so
Yeah.
that's I would say you have had the idea of going in multiple career directions, right? So I mean, in the past you thought about a vet, maybe a
Mm.
dermatologist even, you
How
know.
do you Well, okay, yeah, you're right though. You're right. That's crazy. I haven't talked about that in years. That's what at least I don't think about in years. But yeah, now I wanted to do a lot of different things in life. I guess you can say I was the type of person that wanted to just do a lot of things. I'm the type of person that like gets into a passion, but I get really into a passion, like I or like a hobby, and then to the point where I'm just like, oh, I can do this like forever, you know, like get into art or get into music or performing or anything, you know.
What kind of performances have you done? I know you do acting, but have you done other
Mm.
types?
Well, I've only done, ooh, I can't really remember, but I've done theater in high school and it was tough actually. I never actually got a role because my teacher had
Oh,
favorites, and even though there was an Asian role and Mexican role and other colored people role, they were all taken by her favorite students that weren't colored. So, after that, I was just like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this because maybe it's just not meant for me, right? But afterwards, I still wanted to like give it a go. That's why I started doing like more acting TikToks and more acting videos because it's just something like I just have fun with. You know, I watch movies and shows and I just like I don't just get immersed into the story of it. I get immersed into how the character is because I know the actor isn't the character. They're just playing that person. You know what I mean? So I get really into that. Like, and it's I don't know. It's just really interesting for me.
have you ever taken any classes?
No, because they're expensive. But I've just always been the type to be self-taught. Like same goes for like instruments growing up. My parents didn't want to get me piano classes, so I just watched YouTube videos and then I ended up doing performances still for like concerts, which was really cool. But for acting, I just studied. Like I was reading books, I was watching films and like seeing how these actors like I don't know, they move their face, like the feelings that they bring out within their words and stuff. It's I don't know, it's just like the small detail of those things. Even like the way that the movie is shot, I love that. Like I am such a detail oriented person when it comes to those things. So, yeah.
Are you interested in making your own movie, or would you rather be part of another project as an actor?
Honestly, I've never thought about making a movie. It's never, like, occurred. I've always thought of, like, auditioning and, like, being a part of stuff like that, but never thought about, like, making a movie because 'cause I've never, like I don't know, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever, like, considered that.
Yeah, I think about stuff like that a decent amount, but I'm terrible at acting. I'm pretty good at improv exclusively in
Mm,
like comedic senses, but
I
anytime
can
I
see
try to
that.
act, it's
Mhm.
just me like saying things that another person would say.
Oh, I see. So, like, you're still yourself, but you're saying other words.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, no, for me, I can like have me as your actor. I will be like several different people. I can do that for sure. I'm really bad at memorizing lines, but I'll work on it.
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot easier when you make up your own lines because you started out with
Mm.
skits that you made yourself. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah. I that was when I first got into content creating, actually. I was and still am a huge fan of Liza Koshy. Do you
Hmm.
know her?
Yes.
So
I know that the
the
breakup was
wine
crazy.
oh, the breakup
Who could
was
forget?
it got me as a high schooler, man. But in my junior or my sophomore and junior year of high school. That was actually no, freshman and sophomore. It was when I started watching YouTube videos, and I I got really into Liza's videos because they were like comedic, they were short, like they were perfect in my opinion. Like I literally downloaded them when I went to the Philippines so I can watch them while I was there for like 2 weeks. But because of that, I was taking AP classes in high school, so I wanted to make scripts and like film them and like post them and upload. Like I that was the first time I've ever experienced editing, filming, anything. But my parents are really like supportive of the hobby. So I was selling chocolate at school so I can buy like lighting and a camera and all those things. It was really butchered, but I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, but I didn't have enough time because I was taking 3 AP classes during the time. So I went to streaming because it was easy as start stream and end stream, you know?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, that is crazy just to think of streaming during high school. I suppose
Yeah.
maybe it's because I just, I didn't have a crazy PC, but I didn't even know about streaming when I was in high school. I didn't really even know about streaming until probably I graduated college, right?
I didn't know about it either, but it was so here's the thing. My family is full of gamers, right? Like my parents love video games, like the older games, but my brothers were into I can't even recall it now because they're so old, but like they used to play video games as well, and my parents were the yeah. What was that?
Huh?
What was that? Oh my god, I've never seen that tweet. I don't
Hold on,
remember
hold on.
that tweet.
That was supposed to go in studio mode. That was my bad. I didn't know it showed up. Anyways, well, I mean, we were talking about struggles, right? We were talking about struggles. I did a self-report in the studio mode. I screwed up, guys. My bad for all the late night people in the
way.
in the studio audience right now. It's my bad. Well, right now we were talking struggles. So, and I don't think anyone can forget about this struggle that you may have had. Where it's the struggle when you have to take a huge dump, or when you took a huge dump. The dump's already been duped, and you only have this much to clean. What was that struggle like? I mean, we were talking about struggle of selling chocolate.
I don't remember how it happened. I don't remember what happened, but I feel like younger Tori was just shouting mom or dad or my brother's names and be like, "Can you guys bring the toilet paper, please?" Like I know for a fact I was doing that. I was like not I know that I was probably not texting them. I was just shouting on the toilet like, "Please bring me toilet paper." Cuz I've done that a lot as a kid.
A lot. Oh, okay. Is it
I've done
like
that a lot as a kid, yeah.
where's the paper stored? Is it not near the
I
the
don't
toilet?
know. I think my family had it in like the storage closet, which is always in the hallway, but we
Oh.
never had it in the bathroom. But now in my house we do. We always have a
Yeah.
stack inside,
You
the
gotta.
cabinet, but
My toilet paper is like across the bathroom in like a little cabinet. So what you have to do when that takes place is you just hold on. Oh god, I'm just wrapped around everything. So you gotta go and then you gotta do do the waddle like this. Gotta do the waddle like that.
oh my god.
'Cause,
Wait,
like,
wait, wait,
you don't want to be like standing up because I was talking to Enzo actually, like, because it's just gonna get all over your cheeks if you do that.
I had to do that too because I'm not sure if you can see, but in the photo, you can
Oh.
see the line on the left, right?
Uh-huh.
That's where the door is. And so what I had to do was I had to get off of the toilet and like reach the locked door because my family's trying to pass me a toilet paper and they'd just be like, "Here, take it." I'm just like, "Okay." I'm like reaching over. So I get that. I get that feeling. Yeah.
Sensational, really.
I feel like everyone has to have had go through that scene that time in their life at least once.
Yeah, I don't have to anymore because we have a bidet in our place. It's
You have a bidet.
a bidet. Yeah, that's right. It is
Wow.
wonderful. I'm very
You're
happy about it.
bougie. Can I use it one day? I've never
if
used a
if you
bidet
pull up,
before.
you could use it. I implore anybody who comes into my apartment. I'm like, hey, do you see that? Just press the
Mm-hmm.
little button. It'll take you into a lane you never thought you'd find yourself in. It opens up a lot of possibilities because it's like this warm stream on my tuchus right now feels a lot more pleasant than I thought it would, and it's got me questioning a few things.
Like what?
Like why?
Okay, anyways.
keep in mind, my mom is here. Let's.
Okay, hi mom. Hi. But no, I would love to try the bidet one day. I hear a lot of great things. I'm not sure if you saw, but Ludwig had a whole like bidet like sponsorship. Oh, not sponsorship. He made his own bidet and he snuck into other streamers' house and installed it himself without them knowing. Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't seen it, but
I'm gonna send that to you after this.
that sounds awesome. That sounds like the biggest help of all time. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
I know.
imagine anyone would be mad or look like this.
I was not ready for this. Oh my goodness. When was it? Oh my god, my hair is almost at that length now. That's crazy. Dang.
I have no idea when that was
I don't
taken.
know who that is. I don't know.
Who is she?
Not me. Not me.
Anyways, there was a stream of consciousness about what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, bidet.
The days, yeah.
Yeah, see that's how you'll look like without a bidet.
Yeah.
Proof.
You save so much money on toilet paper. I would say it's a lot more hygienic. If you don't have to use wet wipes. I used to do that. My brother Clint, he used dude wipes. Like, I'm like, come on, man, come on.
Can't even just get regular wipes. You had to get the dude wipes.
The dude wipes. Like, come on, man. You can just buy the flower scented one, But it also was like
it
mint.
doesn't.
It was
like,
mint.
It doesn't change anything. It makes it smell good.
Yeah, a mint smelling wipe. Like, I don't know.
Wait. Unless this was TMI, but
No,
like
go
when
ahead.
you use a bidet, like it just like shoots water, right?
Yeah.
But like, what after like air? Does it?
You have the option to have it dry you. That is a function, a feature. But I usually just do a little with toilet paper, like two squares.
Oh.
2 squares.
2 squares. Okay, not like 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, no.
Wow,
No.
not wasting. Oh, okay. I might consider a bidet after this then.
I would strongly recommend it. Now, Tori, Late Night with Los is broadcasted in front of a live audience as well as Twitch, and you are also on Twitch. Again, could you tell me about the platforms that you streamed on and why you've been playing musical chairs a little bit?
So, oh my god, this was actually when I was really like ambitious about. Like, here's the thing: I like to take risks. Like, I when I see an opportunity, I'll just take it, right? Especially me back then, as in like me in October last year. But during the time in October, there were so many live platforms that were pretty much competing. Even now, like they're competing with each other, right? And I was just like, what if I just multi-streamed? What if I just like got to try it all at once in a way? Because I didn't know the culture of each platform. I didn't understand like the platforms as a streamer, right? I just know what the platforms are offering, right? Because like all YouTube is offering this, or Twitch is offering or Twitch is doing this, and everyone's upset, and like vice versa, right? And throughout I think I did for 6 months almost. For 6 months, I was trying to get banned on Twitch. Actually, I was trying to lose my partnership. I just wanted to see how long it would take. I'm kind of just like, whoa, let's try it out. Let's see what happens, right?
What were you doing?
Huh?
What were you doing to get banned?
Multi-streaming. Because multi-streaming wasn't allowed. But the thing is, during that time, in my opinion, I just think Twitch doesn't care about smaller streamers when they multi-stream. So like, because I even had staff in my streams during the times I was multi-streaming, and I asked them, I was like, why haven't you banned me? Like, I was just straight up with it. I was like, I've been doing this. You've been coming to my stream like every other day or every other week, and I'm still partnered and I'm still here. They're like, I don't care. Like, that's not my job, right? Like, that Twitch staff specifically, it wasn't their job to ban streamers for multi-streaming or like to ban or like to like moderate in general. They're like, their job was like graphics or something like that, you know? So I was just like, it was something way off. And so after a while, I think I got more discouraged the more I started multi-streaming, because the more I started multi-streaming and promoting like, hey guys, I'm streaming on YouTube, not Twitch anymore, I noticed my community was separating a lot. And it was really hard trying to keep up with 5 different chats all at once, because I was doing, or maybe even more chats, but I was doing Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Kick, Trovo, and there was, I think there was one more, and it was like such a random ass site, or even Kick too. I was also doing Kick, but it was just like I was trying to keep up with everything, and it was just so much more draining, and I just lost my sense of community. And that's kind of why I started streaming in the first place, other than like, you know, me doing the AP classes and stuff. But like, I wanted to have like my group, you know, my people in one place, and YouTube is having a hard time getting their stuff together. They take a long time. They're a great team. Don't get me wrong. I really love YouTube because they genuinely care, right? Like even to this day, they invite me to meetings where they can ask like for my input and like how the platform can be better for the gaming community and like for streamers and stuff. But I've never ever been a part of anything when it comes to Twitch. You know, it's always just been like, okay, you got partnered and have fun, good luck out there, you know. But because of YouTube taking a long time, it's harder for streamers or people that don't post content consistently, like video wise. It's harder for them to grow. So I'm just like, well, even though Twitch is making a lot of really bad mistakes, in my opinion, like, you know, like some of the announcements that they were making about like the ads, or like, I don't know, they're doing a lot. I don't recall them now, but a lot of things that a lot of streamers and viewers heavily disagreed on. And so I was just like, you know what? If I just ignored that and just thought about my community, it'll work out. If I just forget about the 50-50 split and the 30-70 whatever split, like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm just here for my community at this point, because every time I've left Twitch for YouTube or for another platform, I've always came back to Twitch because of my community. And so my main focus now as a streamer and a creator is to just grow my community again and really focus on my growth and not focus on the money side of things, and just like really focus on building my craft again and really having the foundation, because I switched a lot. I not only just like the platforms, but like even my content too. Like I've just been jumping from like niche to niche, because I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. Ooh, this is interesting. Let me do this. Let me do that. Like, oh, I'm good at this. Let me do that. Like my brain just is indecisive, and so I just want to. I'm sick of Valorant. So yeah.
Yeah, I get that, because there's so many different things I want to try out, and that has pretty much destroyed my TikTok. Anything, like I got big on like Valorant and gaming videos, and I stopped doing that because I'm like, oh, I like medieval stuff. I like doing D&D stuff. I'm gonna do that now. Fucking ruined it. Like everything is destroyed now, and nothing does well. And I think I just gotta go back to my roots of Valorant and accept that like that's what that platform's gonna be. TikTok's just gonna be a Valorant thing.
I like, in my opinion, I feel like you should do whatever you truly want to grow in on TikTok. And the reason why I say that is because I am literally proof that you can do any niche, and if you do it consistently and long enough, it will just pop off. And the reason why I say that is because I've done like trend TikToks when I first started, right? And so anything that was trending, I did it and it popped off. And I did dancing TikToks when I was living in New York. I did a lot of those and it just popped off. And then I switched to acting, And then I did a bunch of like at the very beginning of each of those transitions, they were all ass. Like none of them were doing well. I was getting like 1,000 only views or like even less, right? But I noticed that when I was really consistent with it and I was like posting a lot, then it works in your favor. Cause I think that's what TikTok is like. It's more of like if you use our platform a lot and if you make your content like quality content, then you'll do just fine, you know? So that's the way I see it. I don't think you should look at it as like, oh, only Valorant. Like I'm posting Valorant content right now and it's ass right now. Like none of my numbers are doing as good as my acting ones. Like my acting, I would post one and like at the very end of the day, it would have like hundred of thousand of views because I was posting every single day. And like when I first posted, I was just getting like 600 views, 500 views, 1,000 views. And then that one video that just pops off, it just takes off everything. And then like you just keep posting and then people watch your first acting video or your first niche video and then you're good. Like I've done it so many times. Like that's why I'm still doing it. That's why I'm still trying new things. And that's why I'm willing to post Valorant content on my main TikTok now because I'm just like, if I'm gonna make this my main thing, I might as well just put it on my main TikTok, even though it might mess it up. Even though I lose
Is
followers.
Valorant now your main thing?
It's not. I mean, it's now my main thing, but like back then it wasn't. Like I played Valorant in like 2019, 2020 around that time, and I wasn't uploading videos. That was my mistake as a streamer. I wasn't uploading enough, and it sucked because then I had to rely on streaming consistently instead of actually posting evergreen content. You know what I mean? So like whenever I went a week without streaming, I lost like half of my subs already, or like just a lot, right? Because I didn't have content on YouTube, I didn't have content on Instagram, TikTok. I was just like streamer. So yeah.
Okay, well.
Wait, pause. Can we take this off?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. Just, something I thought would be fun.
Yeah, you're having a little too much fun with that photo, all right?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I'm totally all over the place because I have different things I've done, but I haven't been consistent about any of them. I just keep, I'll do this. Not good for the folks at home. But did you know, since you mentioned moving to New York, and this is kind of or when you lived in New York, kind of a thing that was brought up. Did you know that you have a famous birthdays page?
I do, yeah. Wait, does it still say TikTok star?
It does say TikTok star.
Yeah, I know. Yep, I know about that. I saw that and I was like, really? Really? TikTok star? I haven't even done this for like several years. I've been doing streaming and they had the audacity to call me a TikTok star. It's because of this video. It's that video.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Because that's how I got verified on like everything. Except for Twitter. But sorry, not Twitter, X.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Do you know where you rank in popularity out of famous birthdays? Let's arrange between 30,000 and 100,000. Where do you think you are?
30,000 and 100,000? I feel like I'm at 64,000.
Ooh, not quite, Tori. Not quite. A little bit higher. Got too much dip on your chip, so it would seem. You're at 72,374. But you are.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good. That's
kind of close.
But where do you think you rank in famous people whose first names start with Tori? Even though that's not really true. If we go back and see, you were, Victoria.
I don't know how many Tories are there. I had 3 Tories in high school, but I don't know. Probably 300. I don't know how many Tories are there.
You're actually a lot stronger than that. You're number 32.
I'm number 32.
Let's go!
Wow, I did now as number 32, Tori. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
you're
got people other
also
Tories now.
of this stat honestly sucks. It's June 3rd TikTok star. And you're number 36. That's
Wow.
such a lame ass stat to bring up.
Yeah, I cannot believe you like found that either. Oh my god. Wow. That's I haven't seen that in such a long time. I remember I used to promote that. I no like 100% because like it used to be like a big thing back then for like TikTokers or whatever or like social media whatever, right?
hmm
And I was just like, guys, like upvote my like what is it called? A famous
Famous
birthday?
birthdays.
Upvote my famous birthday so I can get higher in the but I wasn't a big streamer or like big creator during the time, so it did nothing. But like, yeah, it's interesting though. I used to be so into that
You know how much you've changed since then.
a lot. I feel like hopefully.
I mean, I didn't know you back then, so I mean,
Oh yeah, so a lot.
that's for
Yeah,
anyone. That's for anyone else to make the decision.
I've changed a lot. I'm very proud of who I am today. Honestly, genuinely.
Well, that's great. That's great to
Mm.
hear. You know, it's always about the evolution of us as people. You know, I'm thinking of
Mm.
what was I like just a few years ago, and the first word that comes to mind is a bastard man. I would say I've definitely changed and become a better person. And you know, I always think about younger people who started content creation when they were young, like in high school. If
Mm.
I was straight ass in high school, I don't know how you were able
Dude.
to do that and like have such strong mental to keep it going forward. That is like incredibly admirable.
Actually, I can talk about that a little bit too, because I have kind of the experience of that. I'll be honest though, I'm very lucky that I have strict Asian parents
hmm
growing up because they're the one that really got like my mentality to what it is now. Because I was such a rebellious high schooler kid, whatever. Like I'm the only daughter in my family. So I was a princess, right? I was the little princess daughter, the only one, the youngest one too. And so I was always trying to get away with a lot of things. But having to start social media at a young age is tough. Like it's mentally very tough because I I thought I was like the hottest shit. I'll be completely honest. I was just like, yeah, like I'm so like big in like Twitch. I have like so many like people know me because
I have a famous birthday.
I am on famous birthday. That didn't exist before. But like I was very like I definitely had an ego when I was younger. And the thing is, I no one like told me about it. No one really like humbled me back then because like the thing is like on social media people will like add more fuel to that. They're just like, yeah, like Tori's the hottest shit, or like this streamer's like really big, da 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 da, whatever. And it really just like it honestly it messed me up like as during high school because I then struggled with making friends during high school as well because during high school I went to prom with another famous streamer and yeah, I went to prom with Myth and
What?
people yeah, I did. I not yeah, I did like cuz here's the thing, in high school I don't know how it was cuz I was a Fortnite streamer, okay? I was I was doing a lot of Fortnite stuff and I grew in like the Fortnite community, right? And I somehow became friends with like a lot of other streamers. But you know, as time passed we like parted ways. But like I did this thing where if I get 15,000 retweets, he'll go to prom with me. And like we both agreed to that in DMs, right? Like I wasn't doing this like out of like my own
hmm
like choice in a way, right? Like I got permission as well just to make sure. And when I did that, everyone treated me differently at school because everyone knew about Myth because he was, you know, he was like the biggest Fortnite streamer during that time. And so it messed up my mind a little bit about friendships because I had one like best friend during high school before all that happened, and then after that I couldn't see other people the same way. I'm just like because every time I walked to class, someone would come up to me. They're just like, "Oh, like you're friends with Mid. Like, can I like you want to hang out or like do you want to like do you know what I mean? Like, they just wanted to be my friend just to get to the person, and it just like messed up my mentality of friends, and it made me want to be alone. And it like growing up now, like that's actually something I struggle with now because I'm just like, okay, not everyone is a bad person, right? Like, I don't think I'm a bad person. And if I were to be like someone else and if I saw myself, I wouldn't want them to think badly of me, right? So I shouldn't be putting that perspective towards other people where in a sense of like, oh, that person only wants to hang out with me because of XYZ, right? So, yeah, when I was younger, it was tough, and I made like a lot of dumb decisions too. Like during that time, I was making a lot of money as well, and I wasn't saving it towards a Roth IRA. I wasn't putting it into my savings. I was just spending it, and I was just like, yeah, like I'll get this for mom and dad. I'll do this for like my best friend. I would just buy anything for anyone that didn't have the money because I was just like I had the money and I can do that for them, and it's the least I can do because I love them. You know what I mean? But then I also didn't
What's
think about
what's the dumbest
responsibilities.
what's the dumbest purchase you ever made?
That's a great question. I feel like I don't know. I don't think I've made a Here's the thing, a lot of the purchases I've made are actually things that I genuinely like or things that other people like in the sense of buying it for them, right? Because like I bought my best friend a drum set because she loves drumming, right? And so I bought her like the coolest, the prettiest one that I can find at Guitar Center at the time, and it was like $2,000, and I was like, "Happy birthday!"
Ugh.
And I was just like, "Here you go, anything for my best friend," And to this day, she's really cool, right? But dumbest purchase, I'd say anything that deals with my exes, like traveling or
Uh,
like, buying them because that's another thing too. Like if I were to be talking to like one of my exes, I would get them gifts. I would travel anywhere like to be like with them, right? Like, and I'm not saying like far, right? Like I've known these people like in person type of thing. But like definitely wasted too much money on boys. It
so
was just
you
not
ever
it.
you ever think about sending those Venmo requests, being like, "Hey, I'm gonna need that back."
I'm gonna need all that back, by the way. Yeah. Anyways, no, but yeah, I think the dumbest decisions were definitely like the guys for sure. But
What's the
everything else,
coolest stuff you ever
the
bought then?
the coolest,
Yeah.
this house, having to buy a house. That's like the cool. That was actually my goal. Like when I first got into streaming because I got this house because I wanted my parents to retire
Ooh.
because my dad, he's the hardest worker I know in my opinion. But he was working like 12 hours every day. Even today, like he works 12 hours because like they tried to retire in the Philippines, but it's not like the state of the Philippines right now is not the best. So they're kind of just like they're like taking a break here for the time being, but like even on their break, like my dad's working 12-hour days, you know? Um yeah, like waking up at 5 a.m., coming home at 7 p.m. type of thing. And it's like as a daughter, like it hurts me seeing how hard he's working at his age. And so the reason why I got this house was because it would like allow my parents to have a calm mind in knowing that their youngest child, the one that after that, like they have no more kids to take care of in a way, right? When their youngest child buys a house and is able to pay for the responsibilities of it, like the bills for it, that we can go retire and like finally live our life in the motherland pretty much. And so that's why this is like the coolest one I've ever bought because my goal for this house was to get it in like my mid 20s, late 20s, but I got it when I was like 21, 20 years old. Yeah, around those. I think 21, I think. But don't get me wrong, it's still tough, right? Like I had an apartment before and getting a house is so much more different. It's so much more stressful and a lot more, responsibilities that I was really not expecting. But I'd rather take this route in my life than any other route that I've had.
I mean, because this route got you on a late night with Los.
Exactly. Like what? I wouldn't be here today on a late night with Lowe's without this house. Cause then I wouldn't be in Houston. Then I would have met you.
So why'd you come all the way over here?
I didn't choose it. My family did.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is actually you gotta thank my family for that. I was living in New York when this house was bought.
Why Texas then?
Because California is just way too. I used to live in California,
Mhm.
and so during the time that we were getting this house was when like the house market was like the best time to buy a house. But not only that, Texas or California was just getting way too expensive. We were living in California when gas was $3.20, which is what Texas is kind of now, right? But now, it's
If
like
it's off the highway.
$6, $7. Yeah, if it's on the highway, yeah. But living in California it's just not the same, dude. Like I remember taking Yuki to TwitchCon, right? It was in San Diego though. And I was hyping it up to him. I was just like, "Oh, like I love California so much. Like I'm born and raised over there, not in San Diego, but like in California in general. And like I can't wait for you to be there. Like if anything, I wish I could move back over there, right? We go there. It is so disgusting. It's like so many homeless people. There's trash everywhere, and I'm just like, it was never like this when I was younger, you know? It was never like scary. Like I would feel comfortable walking alone outside, right? Like or like with one other person, whether that's a girl or a boy. But now I'm just like, I don't want to go outside. I am terrified of that because it's just not the same. Like you've seen downtown Houston, right? Like you've seen like some of the sketchy parts.
Mhm.
Now imagine like the sketchy parts being like times 3, but everywhere. And it was just like it's just too much. It was too much. So it's like you're gonna pay, I don't even know, like 3,000 for like the bare minimum, right? And then I was paying like almost 2,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment on the outskirts of LA. So it wasn't even in the heart of LA. So it was, yeah, that was in 2019 though. So it was, yeah, going up.
Well, we're glad you're here. Here at, to lay the foundation of LA being a thing of the past for gaming. It's H-Town. That's what's happening. Movie business be damned, because we also have actors here too. Which brings us to a little game I like to call Just One Small Note. Okay? This
Okay.
is a little bit of my directorial work, a little bit of your acting work, to see how you could work on the fly. I'm going to send you a monologue. It's from the play by Shakespeare known as Hamlet. You most likely know this one. I'm sending it in right now. So you only have to do, let's say the first 6 lines, okay?
Okay, I thought you wanted me to read the whole thing, and I was like, sir, we are not doing that. Okay, oh my god, I haven't read Shakespeare. Okay, all right. Oh god, okay.
Come on, you got this.
All right, okay.
In full Tori acting mode, okay? You ready?
Okay. All right. Okay, wait, now I had to read this real quick. All right. I didn't read it all, but okay.
Whenever you're ready.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind.
Okay, this is great. I've just got one small note. Try reading it with your mouth just like very wide open, like horizontally. Like horizontally
Like
wide open.
Okay.
Horizontally. Try that.
Okay. From the start?
Yeah, from the start.
Okay. Okay. All right. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. The slings and arrows.
Okay, this is fantastic. I just have one small note.
What?
Would you be able to do it, now with vertical, both just wide open mouth, both horizontally and vertically, like,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
and I want full jaw,
Full jaw.
Full jaw.
Like working it.
full jaw.
Okay. Okay.
So we can start from line 3.
Line 3. Okay. Okay. The slings and arrows. I feel like I have an accent now. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles.
Okay, this is great. But I just got one small note.
Okay. Okay.
Now, try and do it like you were a fuckboy sending a Snapchat to somebody.
With the mouth?
Let's try that. Let's try it. Let's try that.
Wait, think about doing it without the mouth first? Okay.
Well, why don't you do it without the mouth? Do it without the mouth.
Okay. All right. Start at line 4.
Line 4.
All right. Okay. Or to take arms against the sea of troubles. And by the opposing end of them, to die, to sleep, no more. And by sleep, to say we end.
All right, that's great. I just have one small note. Would you be able to do the mouth thing? Just the full wide mouth fuckboy.
Why the fuck, boy? The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Everything that we focused on today.
Okay, okay. To be or not to be? That is the question. What is nobler in the mind to suffer?
I just got one small note. Would you be able to double the volume?
Double the volume?
Double the volume,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Continuing though?
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end of them, to die.
All right, I just got one small note. Would you be able to double the speed?
Okay. From the 5th line?
From the 5th line. Let's take it from there.
Okay. And by the end of them, to die, sleep. No more, but the end of sleep, say we end.
I got one final small note.
Oh
Sorry,
my
just
God.
one more small note.
Okay, is this the last note?
It's just another. I don't know. You might have it down after this one. I don't know. Okay. Just one small note. Would you be able to do it if you were Yoda from the beloved science fiction series and universe of Star Wars, who's also trying to fuck?
Yoda trying to fuck?
Yeah.
That I never I was gonna struggle with Yoda, but like
this is a horny Yoda that we're looking for right now.
Yoda? Okay, can I do like the first line for this?
Why don't we yeah, let's go.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I gotta like think about this.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm thinking like, here's the thing. I'm thinking of like a wise old man trying to be a fuckboy. And like, does it have to be fast too?
You know, I just want
Just
you to
be in
be able
character.
to
Yoda.
to be yourself, right? That's kind of what we're looking for here. You know,
No,
it's
I'm not trying to be myself. I'm trying to be like Yoda, a fuckboy.
how different is it?
I don't know.
How different is it really, Tori?
I've never been a Yoda fuckboy. I've never been a fuckboy, so.
Okay. I mean,
Anyways.
you've been a clouded high schooler. So like I don't know. Like there's
I'm
got to be like a
clouded, so I
Venn
got
diagram
morals.
of something, you know?
I got Even though I had an ego back then, I had morals. All right.
How about let's abandon Yoda. You are
Okay.
an ego high school Tori
That didn't know how to act.
that didn't know how to act. This is
Okay.
pre-studying of the techniques.
Ooh, man. all
Forget the
right.
Meisner technique, okay? Forget it.
We're going to past Tori. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. To be or not to be, that is a question.
I just got
whether
one
it's
small note, Tori. Open your mouth as wide as you
Oh,
can and
okay.
try not to close it. Try not to
Okay,
close it when you're
okay,
saying
yeah.
words.
Okay, got it. Done. All right. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them through
I
deadly
need
fate.
you to double that volume.
Double that volume.
Double that volume.
I'm already loud.
Double that volume.
I'm already loud.
Double,
Oh my god.
I want you to go. Hey, or not her.
All right.
Don't let the jaw even close. Don't let it go past halfway.
To me or not to me, that is the question. Whether to know on my suffer the slings and arrows of the outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and opposing them to die, to sleep no more, and sleep as to say we end.
No notes. No notes. That was fantastic. Oh, I thought
Thank
you
you.
actually froze the way you held that pose. I was like, oh shit.
Thank you. You're like, oh wait, did the stream just die? Was that too much notes? Oh my god.
No notes whatsoever. That was a phenomenal performance story.
That took a lot, but thank you. Thank you.
I am a
achieved
director
it.
and I expect nothing but perfection, and that's what you brought here to the Late Night with Low studio. But unfortunately, Tori, that is all we have tonight. I've just got one more question for you. Where can the folks at home find you?
I was gonna say your Twitch, but twitch.tv/Tori Pareno and Tori Pareno on all social medias.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us here on Late Night with Low Story. We appreciate it so much, and you have immortalized yourself not only into acting history, but Late Night with Lowe's history, a performance that will go down in history as one of the ones that went in Twitch. Thank you so much, Tori. That's all we have tonight. Thank you for joining us here in the Late Night with Lowe Studios. We will be here every single Thursday unless I'm doing something. So we'll see you next Thursday unless I'm doing something. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Next week. Goodbye.